Hi, my name's Dave Kim, and this is DK Music Academy. This video is brought to you by my friends over at OWC. In today's session, we will learn all of the notes of the piano. We'll understand the relationship between the notes and all the different patterns that you will notice with the piano. The piano is a great way to be introduced to music because when you think about theory, you can actually visualize what's going on the piano, whereas other instruments like the violin or the guitar, it's more difficult to understand the relationship between the notes. But all music is memorization and patterns, understanding what notes go together, what scales are, and pretty much that makes up the combination. Different combinations make up different genres of music. When you look at the keyboard, first of all, pull up an app on your iPhone. I'm using GarageBand. You can use a piano app on your Android or your pad, or a real piano, or a MIDI controller piano. It doesn't matter. But for today, I'm going to use the piano on the iPhone 6s, the GarageBand app. What you'll notice on the piano, first of all, are a bunch of white keys and a bunch of black keys. Then you'll notice that there are a set of 2 and 3 black keys that go all the way up and down the piano. When you see there's a C2 next to the first set of double black keys, so that is a marker for the piano. If you go from there, you can pretty much identify every single note on the piano from there, and I'll tell you how. The piano, basically, all the different notes that exist starts from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it repeats A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So if that is C, if we go down half step, that is B, and a whole step, that is A. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So I went from this C2 to C3, and that's what's called an octave. When we go from one note and then we go up 8 scale steps to the same note on a higher octave, that is called an octave. So we're going to take a look at the relationship between the notes. So I just played a C major scale. The one thing to notice about a C major scale is the fact that there are no sharps or flats. I'm playing 0 black keys. So from this C2, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Again, that is a C major scale. From C2 to C3, it's an octave, no black keys. Now, if we go from C2 just up a half step, that is called a sharp. Okay, so if we go up a half step, it's called a sharp. If we go down a half step, it's called a flat. You notice the pitch gets lower. It's called a flat. Just think of a car, flat tire, going down to the left, up to the right. So if this is C, and we're going to go up a half step, which is called a sharp, that first of the 2 is going to be called C sharp. Can you identify all the C sharps on the piano? You can either just look where the C is and just go up a half step, or just look at the pattern and say, okay, well, it's the first of the 2 black keys. That's a C sharp. Then D, D sharp, E, F. Notice there are no black keys between E and F. F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and then back to C. Now if we go down, notice again from B to C, there's no black keys. So I'm going to go down a half step. That's C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, and then back to C. So what you'll want to do is understand, okay, the relationship of the white notes next to the black notes. What do I mean by that? So if I look at the note in between the set of two black keys, I know that's going to be D. Makes sense because D comes after C. But I don't have to think about it. I can just look at the two black notes, black keys, press the white key in the middle, and I know that's D, all up and down the piano. So suddenly, if that's C, D, E, C, E, D, F, E, G, A, B, C. At this point, it'll take a little bit of time, but once you start finding little markers that will help you remember where the notes are, like that trick that I just showed you, the key between the two black keys is always going to be D, no matter where you are. You can play any piano, it's going to still be the same note, D. And if you use your right index finger and play that note, you'll know that if the next note to the left with your thumb is going to be C. And with your middle finger, if you play the next note to the right of that D, it's going to be E. So find your marker, index finger with the D. You'll be able to find C, so on and so forth. This concludes our lesson. By the end of this lesson, hopefully you should be able to identify every single note on the piano. Thank you for watching.